Hello class 8th. Today we are going to start your chapter, your chemistry chapter, coal and petroleum. So let's start the chapter. Resources. We all are well aware of this word resources. What is a resource? Nature has provided us with a number of things that are necessary for our living, that are necessary to lead a comfortable life. All these things, whether natural or man-made can also be there. All these things, whether natural or man-made, are termed as resources. So what are resources? Resources are those, you can say, they are those things which are required to lead a comfortable life. They can be natural or man-made. Now, like I just said, resources can be classified into two types, that is natural resources and man-made resources. Natural resources, the name suggests what they are. Natural resources are those resources which the nature has provided us. They are those resources that are provided us by the nature, that are facilitated us by the nature, that are facilitated by the nature to us, like the air, water, sunlight. They are natural resources. Okay. Then what are man-made resources? They are those resources, man-made resources. They are those resources which are created by the activities of humans. Those resources which are created by the activities of humans are man-made resources. There is one thing to be noted, that most of the natural resources are of no use without the man-made resource. Like we can't create electricity out of wind, just out of wind. We have to create some man-made resources there. We have to build a windmill in order to create electricity, in order to generate electricity from wind. Otherwise, wind is of no use. So, my point is, most of the natural resources are of no use without the man-made resources. Like we all know, minerals, they don't exist in their pure form. They exist in the form of their ores, and we can't use ores. We can't use iron ore to form any tool, to make any tool. We have to process it. So we need man-made resources in order to get the full use of natural resource. Okay. Again, the natural resources are again classified into two types, that is inexhaustible resources and exhaustible resources. Inexhaustible resources, again the name suggests, they are those resources, they are inexhaustible natural resources, they are those natural resources which are available to us in abundant quantity. Okay. The term inexhaustible itself depletes the availability of these resources. They are not going to get exhausted by the human deeds, as they are renewed naturally in a very short span of time. They get renewed very quickly. Like we can say wind, it is never going to exhaust. Sunlight, we are getting sunlight as long as there is sun. They are never going to stop. Sun is never going to stop giving sunlight. They are these resources, those resources which are never going to exhaust, are termed as inexhaustible resources. And the second one is exhaustible resources, just the opposite of that. These are those resources which are available to us in a limited quantity. If we don't use them in a sustained manner, they will get exhaust, they will get vanished, they will get finished. And some examples of this, like the forest, fossil fuels. Okay, we all know forest, they regrow, trees regrow, but if we keep on going cutting trees on a reckless manner, they will be vanished. So those resources which are available to us in a limited quantity, like the water, fresh water you can say. If we use water, if we waste water on reckless amount, it will finish one day. So what we have learned today, we have learned natural resources, what are natural resources, what are man-made resources. Then again, natural resources, they are divided into two types, inexhaustible and exhaustible. Those which are available to us in abundant quantity, those which will never get and exhaust are inexhaustible, and those which are available to us in a limited quantity are exhaustible resources. Thank you.